Wow, I still can't believe you hit 100 subscribers, chirped Grayson. Yeah, me neither, repeated the rest of the group, even Walker admitting he was surprised as well. After a few minutes passed for preparations of the video, everyone was ready. Walker started to record. Alright, so whose drink is going first? Asked Walker. Ooh, how about mine? Said Grayson. The group was about to take a sip of Grayson's drink, but at this moment, Walker's phone died. Walker didn't understand how this would have happened due to his phone being at 29%, but it was too late. Grayson took a drink, and before they knew it, Grayson was out cold. Knowing Grayson, everyone assumed he was playing dead so he'd get more views and attention on the video. Oh, I'm sorry, Grayson. My phone died and I didn't get that. We'll have to. Grayson, interrupted Tyler. Hello, Walker's trying to talk to you. BOIU. No signal. Grayson, you alright? The drink couldn't have been that bad, man. Nothing. Walker walked over to Grayson and jokingly checked for a heartbeat, since if Grayson was going to play dead, then Walker was going to play doctor. Walker listened for a little bit and heard something, but it definitely didn't sound like a heartbeat. Walker tried to listen harder. But at this time, Tyler's phone was vibrating with an incoming call from Jacob Strom. Shut up, Tyler. I need it to be absolutely quiet. Tyler sent Jacob a message reading, come over. Now, the room finally got quiet. Walker went in to go check Grayson's heartbeat, but all Walker could hear was dissolving. Walker started to scream. All the others were so confused that they thought he was trying to wake Grayson up. Guys, we need to get Grayson to a hospital now. Still confused, Tyler, Zach, and Caleb grabbed Grayson as Walker grabbed the car keys and had no time to explain what was happening to his parents and even his friends. By now, Caleb and Zach heard the noise too from Grayson's body, and Tyler knew Grayson the most, so if after all of this and Grayson still didn't wake up, then there's something really wrong with Grayson. Grayson wouldn't have done this. This was no longer a joke. Zach put Grayson comatose body in the front seat next to Walker. They all got in and started to drive. Walker put it in reverse and Grayson's body flopped back, leaving foam trails coming from who knows where. Walker couldn't concentrate on the road anymore. Walker was about to cry at the sight of his friend being slowly dissolved out of existence. And then, if like it was nothing, Jacob's truck turned the corner at high speeds for no reason. Walker didn't notice Jacob or the rest of the road. He was traumatized by Grayson's already decaying body. Jacob then tried to swerve away, but then proceeded to smash Walker's van into very, very small pieces. It was almost like Jacob was going over 70 miles per hour. Walker was awake the whole accident. His mind didn't process the horror that happened next. As Jacob hit Walker's van, Grayson's body flew out of the van very high. His body at this point had already dissolved almost completely except for his bones and veins and partial parts of his face. One of Jacob's tire wheels completely flattened Zach's torso and spreading his insides all over the seat where Grayson's flesh and organs laid as a pile of acid and chunks. After a few minutes of waiting for someone to come help, Walker started fearing the acid would have reacted Walker by then, but Zach's body was still there, and as Walker looked down, it was almost about to touch Caleb next. At the sight of this, Walker started crying. Walker couldn't stand to see this happen again. He couldn't even begin to imagine how destroyed he was, or even worse, his best friend, Tyler. After some time, out of nowhere, Josh and his girlfriend Jasmine came to help them out. This being a wild coincidence since for many years, Josh's grandparents lived across the street from Walker's house. But Josh tried to get Walker out since Walker was the only one they could have seen. No, stop, Walker pleaded to Josh. Please get Caleb first. As Josh and Jasmine reached over and ripped off the door with their combined strength and eventually saw Caleb. Caleb, shouted Jasmine, can you hear me? Please help me. I can't breathe. Hold on there, we'll get you. The acid was closing in closely to Caleb's skull. Caleb started to panic and it shaked the car, causing a sharp bar to fall down and hit Jasmine in the arm. No lethal damage was done, but she got cut. The acid was so close to his face that if Caleb could breathe, the acid would have gone right in his mouth. Jasmine reached over and a drop of blood touched the acid, causing it to bubble right in front of Caleb. The acid started rushing and just about touched Caleb when, out of nowhere, Tyler's hand came out from the back seat and blocked the acid from harming Caleb. Tyler screeched at the pain of the acid and then moved his hand so they could have saved Caleb, and they did. Caleb lay there, breathing heavily as like he had held his breath for 20 minutes. "Okay, now who?" asked Jasmine. "Walker," replied Josh. "No, get Tyler out of there, he's going to die," requested Walker. Jasmine and Josh proceeded to open the back with ease and Tyler easily managed to slide out. "Okay, now hurry, please, I just want to get out of here. I just want to wake up from this horrible nightmare and never have to think of this ever again," quickly chirped Walker. And so they all were able to help to get Walker out of the van. Walker then rushed over and hugged Tyler since he was sure he died but instead saved Caleb. Walker rushed to go back inside to find his parents and talk to them. But Walker couldn't find them. Walker came back to see Tyler's left hand was completely dissolved off and the rest of his arm was covered in ash.